What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How's your Monday? Just wanted to hop back on and give you guys an update, kind of cut you short on the last water pump repair, but I had to really concentrate and things got pretty technical, so just needed to concentrate the best I could. So test drove it yesterday. Everything was cool, no leaks. It's not running hot. And I drove around today, did some errands. I disposed of the coolant, which was a process in itself. You know, if you're doing this in California, they want you to be a resident of California in order to dispose of coolant. Crazy. What's up, Colton? How's everything going? I'm cooking some tacos too outside. So probably put you guys on the door again like I did last time. Something like that. Bam, bam. Oh, I need my tongs, man. What's up? What's up? Welcome, everybody. The box truck is fixed. Water pump repair went pretty good. Had to tear back into it because I tried to reuse a O-ring for the coolant bypass tube that goes in the thermostat housing. And I did that because I was rushing. I was concerned about Ted being sick and not having a mobile vehicle. So I made that poor decision. And so no big deal. She's fixed, guys. Just making some tacos this evening, getting some onions going here. What's up, Sally? What's up? It's another awesome day out. Box truck is fixed. Box truck is fixed. I'm excited about that. It's getting a little stressful there for a minute. But luckily, Brad's cousin Lonnie was very helpful. He was ready to give me a ride, bring me anywhere, pick something up, whatever I needed. So I did have him kind of hanging out, which was very comforting. Shouts out to cousin Lonnie. I love some grilled onions with some carne asada tacos, man. Can't go wrong. So yeah, we're fixed. I'm super excited. I'm bummed that did happen, but it pretty much happened at like a perfect scenario. I was already parked at a place that was a safe spot to park for a few days in a row. And even though it was the weekend and it got pretty crowded over here, I didn't have any issues with people bothering me about, what was I doing or why was I working on stuff in the parking lot. So yeah, all in all, it went really well. This could have been a way worse scenario as far as all the circumstances and um, logistics involved in getting the parts and the tools. It ended up costing me almost $1,000, parts and tools. I had to buy a bunch of special tools. So I'll probably be keeping all those tools for any future repairs. Some of them are going to be pretty helpful. Some of it's like one-time use. kind of tool. But so yeah, I am pretty excited about how that went down. I was going to spend the entire weekend building cabinets. I have all my wood cut out on CNC, and so it's just sitting in a storage ready for me to assemble stuff. Not that I know where anything goes. It was going to take me probably a whole weekend just to build one cabinet, and sort through everything and organize what is what. But so now I really have tomorrow and part of Wednesday until Brad gets here. So really only a couple days to get prepped until I'm going to be really tied up with his rear door that we're doing. And then I've got Scott coming in right after him. And that's going to be a really big project. I'm going to be doing a full build out on that box truck for him. So I'm not going to be able to make a whole lot of progress on my stuff coming up here pretty soon. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of these live videos. And then also whenever I can at night, whenever I have the energy, I'll sneak in a few hours here and there on just editing the backlog footage of this build. And so hopefully by the time that I'm done with my projects and enough time has passed, we might be almost caught up current in time as far as things that are taking place and when they're edited and released. So that'll be cool. That all depends on how much editing progress I can make. There's quite a bit of video to edit on electrical, everything from punching in the outlets on the walls to wiring up the inverter and the battery banks and the circuitry and the fuses and all that stuff. So that might be like a two-part video on electrical in general. And then I've got some stuff building the cabinet bases, doing the shower. The shower is a really good video. I did a pretty good job documenting all that stuff. So I'm happy to start editing that for you guys. And I'm probably most proud of the shower so far, to be honest. It is the most complete project that I've done. It's pretty much all the way there. I just need to put lights in the on the inside. I have the dimmer switch. It's already pre-wired, ready to go. Oh, it smells so good. That's gonna be good. What's up, Francis? Water tank is fixed. Yeah, man. It was actually the water pump I was fixing. If you were referring to my breakdown, my issues, my current issues. So yeah, in the nick of the time for Brad to arrive on Wednesday or Thursday, and also for another project to arrive. That would have been a disaster. Glenn, even the squirrel in the background was worried about the truck. Yeah, dude. There are a bunch of ground squirrels out here. It's kind of cool. Swing you guys in. Oh, I don't know what happened there. There we go. Water, water. Yes, the water pump. Yeah, so I tried to reuse an old O-ring for the coolant bypass tube, and that kind of screwed me over. I knew better. This truck's a 2003. Everything rubber on this truck is going to fall apart as soon as you mess with it. So that was a mistake on my end that I've made that mistake already in my life, and I guess I just haven't learned. A good thing is it was an easy fix. It only took me like a couple hours yesterday to fix that up. Sally, thank you for asking. Teddy is much better. He is he's laying down chilling right now, actually. Gave him a little bath and a haircut today. He's looking spiffy. And yeah, he's feeling much better. Thank you for asking. I was really concerned about him. He's my number one priority. I mean, we're pretty tight. So, right, Ted? He's so awesome. So yeah, he's doing good. He's got a little sensitive stomach, so if he gets a hold of something, which is very rare, I watch him like a hawk when I'm out walking him, and I don't let him wander around off leash, so he gets into stuff. Like, I'm a pretty strict parent, when it comes to supervision. So the chances of him getting into anything is pretty slim. But it happens. He's a dog. People get sick, dogs get sick. So he had me nervous for a couple days, but he's good. Oh, I haven't drank enough water today. I'm so thirsty. Went to the grocery store earlier. Forgot to get coconut water. Oh my gosh. How was everybody's weekend? Any projects we're working on? Anything exciting? What do we have going on? That still follow me? Yeah, cool. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Probably gonna cook some of this for the meetup. Honestly, this is like one of my go-to meals. Ralph's has like pre-marinated carne it's really good. Honestly, I tried to make marinade myself and it was all right, but this is really good. Okay, I'm gonna leave these onions on for just a few more minutes. And my grill's got this hot spot, but this little piece I could probably cook up here. Got to get that good sear on there. Glenn, so I'm using my secret camera. It's the same one that Brad has. It's the DJI Pocket 3, Osmo Pocket 3. And so if you click on your face, it's a little pocket like handheld gimbal. It'll just follow you around. It does all kind of cool stuff. It does shoots in 4K. How's the video and audio for you guys? I'm wired. I'm plugged directly into my computer, and so I feel like I was having some issues during that water pump replacement of audio and the video cutting out. So I think this is just the way I need to go. I just need to get like a 15-foot USB-C cord so I can put it outside. What's the San Diego camping situation? No major enforcement, man. I feel like that battle has been won. Um, it was rough in the beginning of the season, and then I feel like these guys just gave up on enforcing. Like, I don't think they really cared. So I'm gonna try to. For some reason, my YouTube app isn't always like up to date with my live. So I'm trying to like view my comments and I can't see it. Anyway, I guess this will work for now. good quality today. The ticket right there. There's just hardwired this camera into my laptop. That's gonna be best. So yeah, I'm gonna order a longer one tonight because we're gonna want to do more lives. But yeah, we're gonna be doing stuff on Brad's truck, so I'll need to be mobile. Let's see how this stuff's doing. Oh yeah. Yeah, so since I'm the grill master at the meet, if anybody has any special requests, any food allergies, I'm allergic to shellfish. Any meal suggestions? If y'all just want burgers and dogs or some tacos, whatever, man. Oh, what's up, Ted? Can the people see you? Yeah. What's up, Ted? I need to brush him later tonight. Looking good, Ted. Looking good, buddy. What's up, dude? He loves pets. If you're taking rig tours during the meetup, you got to pay the Teddy tax. He needs at least 10 pets for every tour. Super nice out today, as usual. Water's pretty calm right now. It's really clear in the morning before the boats start moving around. But yeah, on the camping situation, yeah, you just have to be respectful too, man. You can't set up permanent camps. That's a no. Got to keep it pushing, you know? I'm going to get some tortillas on here, get them warmed up. Watch out, Teddy. Excuse me. What's up, KDM? Yeah, here pretty soon. Brad is he's gonna be making his way over. I'm basically getting prepared. Sorry, the camera tripped out again. I'm just getting prepared for him to come by, getting some projects out of the way. I had an unfortunate breakdown over the weekend, happened on Friday. So as of yesterday, my truck is actually back up and running and mobile again. I was gonna spend this past weekend building some cabinets. Got all my stuff cut out on CNC, but I had to fix my house first. I had to get this thing moving again. So no big deal. Just happy to have the mechanical ability to be able to do it myself. Because if I had to pay a shop or get a shop involved, guaranteed I would have spent multiple thousands of dollars. It's possible that I would have to get a hotel or Airbnb and a rental car. Yeah, it can add up very quickly. So my advice to anybody that is interested in doing this lifestyle, if you do get into an old diesel, which they are great trucks. Certain ones are better than others as far as the engines and everything like that. But you have to either be mechanically inclined or you just have to have the budget to be able to take care of stuff like that at a shop, or both. You know, that's just the reality. Because if you're not, and you don't have the financial means to have somebody fix your vehicle and you live in it, it could be a massive problem. If you're parked in a spot where you're not supposed to be, it can get towed. That could add on to your expenses. And if you're already having an issue getting money together just to get the truck fixed, I mean, it can total somebody's lifestyle if you're not financially prepared for something like this. So my advice to everybody is to do your homework as much as you can on the vehicle, and be prepared for breakdowns because it happens to everybody. Nobody is immune to the breakdown. No vehicle is totally immune. So just be ready and try not to freak out too. You know, that's easier said than done. But keeping a positive outlook is half the battle. All right, look at that. We're all set. I'm going to cut this up. Put you guys back on the old tripod here. Excellent. Let's see what is a good angle for you guys. Probably right here. Get the messy background for you guys. My messy house. Get you a little view going. Cool. Let us cut the carne. Oh shit, I forgot my tongs. Hold up. All right. I'm so hungry. I didn't eat lunch. It's like 4 o'clock. I was running around all day. After I finally got my stuff fixed, I had to go drain my gray tank, fill the fresh water, grocery shop. I had like nothing for food like this whole weekend. It was bad. Had to go dispose of some coolant. This truck took 6.5 gallons of freaking coolant. Can y'all believe that? And then I had to buy even more because I freaking had to tear into it again. All right. This is so good. Yes, I'm starving. What's up, Mike? Dude, thank you so much. Big shouts out to Mike, man. Can't wait to meet you, brother. You're super kind to take care of me on my wish list. Excuse me, I'm eating. I'm very honored to have such a cool group of supporters on here. It's really cool. Man, where did I put that glass? Oh, there's like, I don't know. Did y'all see that thing on the news where they were like, or maybe it was just on social media, that they released like a bunch of flies, like insect flies in Southern California to combat some other thing that was getting out of control over here? And I was like, it's a bunch of bullshit. And then that weekend, man, there were like flies everywhere. I was like, well, maybe it wasn't a bunch of shit. Live Everywhere says, hey, e-bike, I saw one of your videos that your suspension was a little rough. I left you a message on the video, but don't know how much you checked the post after the feed. I probably saw it, man. I replaced my shocks and the bump stops. Made a huge improvement. And also, I was complaining about my leaf springs making noise. They still make noise, but I was using some kind of chain lube for bikes that I just had laying around. And I switched to penetrating oil, and it's helped a little bit, but I feel like it's going to require a few applications to get it to where it's like silent. I did get it to where for like 2 or 3 days straight, it didn't make any noise, but I just got to keep like soaking the springs in that oil. No scraps for Doggo. No, he's got a sensitive stomach. I don't want to give him the seasoned meat. It'd probably tear him up a little bit. Amazon did say it made it awesome, dude. I'm sharing that mailbox with a homie, so I'll probably be able to get that this coming Friday when he is back in town. So thank you again, bro. Do I ever fish out the back of the truck? I plan on, once this thing is more mobile and I'm traveling around, I'm absolutely going to get a fishing license and a little fishing setup. I'm ashamed that I haven't yet because I've had way too many opportunities to fish around here. Try using penetrating oil to loosen the leaf springs. You will need to apply it once a week for several months. Yeah, man, that's pretty much what I've gathered, man. When does Nomad Brad arrive? That should be a good video. Yeah, Jerry, he's going to be here in town this week, probably Wednesday or Thursday. He mentioned he might be doing the live video on Wednesday from the road. Mike asks, is the park police ever bother you having to stay overnight? I searched and it stated you have to be out by 10. Just curious, as I want to think to rent an RV when I fly out for the meet. Mike, feel free to email me for places that you can park overnight with an RV. Absolutely can get you plugged in. You won't have any issues. To answer your question, no, I have not had any issues since like the beginning of the summer season. I feel like those guys they came up with better things to do. And I only see them enforcing in certain spots. It's not like a free for all. You can just park anywhere, everywhere for weeks at a time. Like, you have to be respectful. You do have to keep moving. That is one of the things that the park ranger told me in the very beginning. He's like, hey, I appreciate y'all for moving. You guys know you can't just set up. So that's half the battle. You just got to keep it pushing. You don't want to wear out your welcome. That's attention to you. And yeah, other than that, there's certain areas that are a no-go. Like Rob Field is probably, I mean, I wouldn't even try to risk it over there. Plus, it's too fucking loud over there. The airplanes are so loud. I can't handle it. Live everywhere says, I love what you and Brad are doing with the box trucks. I'm about to start my own. You are inspiring. That's good, man. Thank you. Excuse me. I'm starving. That's the only reason I'm stuffing my face in front of you guys. A little story time. Brad was actually the one who influenced me the most to join to use the box truck platform. So I had done a little bit of traveling. I got laid off from my automotive career in 2018. I had already special ordered a transit cargo van that was a high roof, not the long one, but the medium wheelbase length. And so I got laid off and I built it out, just did coin flooring, L track on the floor to like haul motorcycles. There was a bunk that folded down from the top, had a little kitchen cabinet with the Dometic fridge on a drawer slide. And I just hit the road like moving bikes around and came out here to California and I was just blown away at everything here. And so fast forward another 6 years, 7 years, I finally found a way or I was in a position to where I was entertaining the whole transition into being mobile on the road, and I came across his videos on YouTube, and I was like, dude, this is it. The box truck makes perfect sense because I was trying to figure out like, man, I've got to live comfortably. I've got to have a shower. It has to have AC for Teddy. And I don't want to feel cramped. I'm a little claustrophobic, so everything has to have a space. I don't deal well with clutter, so this is like a mess to me. It's been tough dealing with all my stuff being in bins and just flying around everywhere, but it'll pay off. So yeah, Brad was a big influence to me, so I'm glad that I could be of some sort of value or influence for anybody else who may be thinking about doing this. That's super cool. Yeah, man, super chill with the parking this time of year. So, anybody that's coming in from out of town, if you have questions about where to park overnight, um, I don't want to give away too many spots, but if you want to send me an email, if you are serious about coming to the meetup and you do have a rig or you're going to rent a vehicle, feel free to email me if you're not familiar with the area. If you're trying to find places to park, it's ebikevanlife@gmail.com. Oh shit, Mike, you're in Chicago. That's cool. I've got a really good friend of mine that's also named Mike. We warehouse together with our e-bike parts, and he's originally from Chicago. He's always over there. Tatum says, "I found you from Nomad Brad." I feel like Brad. He's done such an awesome job of like giving me shout outs on his lives and on his channel and everything. So yeah, thank you guys for all your awesome support from Brad's channel. I know that's where 99.9% of my following is from. Um, yeah, I sure did drive out to Chicago for an event. Let me think. It's probably like 2022 that I did that. Um, if you Google Shy Battery, CHI, they manufacture uh, e-bike batteries and e-skate batteries and just aftermarket batteries for PEVs and stuff. And they held a ride out there. And so I was a big supporter of their business. I'm a reseller of their product. And so I went out there with two other friends, one guy from Ohio and one guy from Phoenix. They came to my shop in Houston and each of us had our own vehicle with our bikes, and we just like caravanned up to Chicago, and we stayed. Man, what is that park? There's a really, really nice park that's right by the lake shore, and it kind of runs like shit. I think it was like north and south. We just parked right there. It was pretty cool. What's up, Rick? Yes, we are back together. Thankfully. My apologies. I'm so hungry. I didn't eat lunch. It's like 4 o'clock my time. So I'll have to put up with me chewing. But yeah, so I made a mistake on Saturday. I tried to reuse a O-ring. Hold on just a second. Hey, go on my YouTube. I'm live right now. You can see what I'm doing.
Okay, Canyon just did an order with me.
What did he buy?
Bunch of shit, OEM shit.
That's
I
funny.
just thought that was odd.
Yeah, well, I gotta go. I'm live.
All right.
Bye. That was the mic. That was my Chicago mic. But yeah, I tried to reuse an O-ring. I fired it up. Everything was cool. And it's for like this tube that goes to the thermostat housing, a coolant bypass tube. And so I tried to reuse it. I put some silicone on it. I was like, yeah, I got some Permatex Ultra Gray. And yeah, so as soon as I shut it off, I was like, hell yeah. I was all excited. It's high fiving, you know. I was like, all right, let's put the intake back on. And as soon as I threw the intake box in the hood, it like started to drip. I was so upset. I was just like, no. It's so much work, man. But so yeah. Anyway, I test drove it yesterday evening. I went and got my fresh water. I had no drinking water left. Got a few things from the grocery, just in and out. And then today I drove around quite a bit. I filled my freshwater tank, emptied my gray water, disposed of some coolant. So you have to be a California resident to dispose of coolant here, which is odd to me. It's usually like, hey, if you want to give us some money to dispose of it, we will, right? It doesn't matter where you're from. So I have that issue, and so I just called around a bunch of local shops until I found one, and they were super welcoming. And so I had like 6.5 gallons of this coolant, right? It's not like just a gallon or two. So I told him that I was like, yo, like, I'm just trying to dispose of this the proper way. I'm just calling around to see if anybody will accept it, if I could pay them. And they were immediately like, yeah, sure, come on over. So later in that day, I went and I dumped that out, and I came back. The receptionist, service writer, was super nice, and I said, "Will you please like just run my card for like $40? Like I've owned a shop. I know you guys pay to dispose of that stuff." And they were super welcoming for me. I did not expect that, and so I just wanted to show my gratitude. And she was like, "Okay, well, I'll just." She's like, 40 is crazy, but I'll ring you up for if as if you had 3 vehicles here, and it's like a shop supplies, you know, that all shops like tack on for shop rags and like disposable shit. And so she goes, it'll be 750, like $7.50. And I was like, absolutely, like, make it 15, please. Like, so I was I was excited because it was disposing of waste fluids properly is very important, not only for the environment. Um, and it was going to be a pain in the butt for me. I was going to have to drive to like Chula Vista or something to do it. And so, yeah, I found a guy that was right down the road. Glad you stopped on the last stop. You're ready to Hulk out and toss the can in the lake. Yeah, dude. Man, you got to know when to put the wrenches down sometimes, bro. I've been turning wrenches since I was a kid. I did it with Chrysler, building transmissions, doing drivetrain, body electrical. NVH. Like I had certs and pretty much everything. And then running my own shop was way more of a test to my mental, like, because there was so much more pressure on getting the job done because you've got all this rent to pay and payroll and insurance, and then I have to eat too. And yeah, so it got tough. And I was powder coating too, which is pretty, it's like an art form. And there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong with powder coating, especially in the custom world. If you're doing commercial stuff, there's a lot of cheat codes to fix stuff, and patch it up and get it out the door. But not with two, three, four layers and colors on top of each other. And not all the colors work well together when you stack them up. So sometimes it's an experiment in itself and you have to redo it. So yeah, man, gotta, that's what I've learned is before I freak out, you just got to take a step back, calm down, cool down. Literally, I was like drenched head to toe, just sweating. Any tips on finding fresh water? Found that is the most difficult thing on the road. Yeah. So Brad was talking about that in one of his lives, and or maybe it was on Sunday on his video, one of the two. And yeah, that would be true for most places. Where I am, it is so easy. I'm telling you, it's 24/7. It's a legit RV fill water dump station. So you're totally cool to be there at all hours, filling your water, dumping your tanks, whatever you need to do. So for here, it's cool. Now, when you travel, you just have to get creative, man. And that's the best advice I could give you. The more you look out for water faucets on the sides of buildings, the more you'll find. Just like the red car theory, right? Um, I have collected some water from some unsuspecting places, I would say, especially all the time that I lived in Los Angeles. That was that was pretty wild. I had a few spots that I had to wait until after business hours to go get water, but you made it work. Best policy is to ask at local gas stations. I know a lot here in California. There's some, I don't know if it's a rumor or an actual law that gas stations must provide free water and free air for your tires. I read that somewhere. So you may be able to get away with that. When I was in El Centro, they actually had a big fuel station that had a water dispenser like in between the fuel pumps at the gas station. So that was badass. I could pull up, put my water, start filling my water tank, fill my fuel tank at the same time. So that was pretty cool. And one time I actually timed it out perfectly. My water tank was pretty empty when I was out there in El Centro. And so I hopped in the van, went to the spot to fill it, and I needed to shower as well. So I was filling the water tank. And while that was filling, I was inside my rig showering using the, the city water, shore water, if you will. And so I didn't my whole thought behind that is just using the water while it's being filled. That way I don't have to, I still get back to camp with a full tank of water. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it was kind of hot out. Tell the stories, Dave. They need to know. That's funny. Yeah, they're people are usually pretty cool about it. Um, the number one tool that I would use if I was to get back on the road like tomorrow is iOverlander. You can set a filter to like water fill spots, and you'll find that's a lot of gas stations that it's like, hey, pump two, or it's like, hey, it's out back behind the ice maker. The lady in the inside said it's fine to use it. So you just need to like link those things together and plan ahead of time. That way, it's not anything stressful when the time comes to fill it. That would be my advice. Adventures with Super Dave. What is up, brother? Thanks for chiming in. We are box truck is fixed. I don't know if you were if you were able to join the lives over the weekend, but my water pump kind of failed, or definitely failed, and then I chose to reuse an O-ring, and that was a bad decision because it started to leak, and I had to tear back into it all day Sunday. And so I think my last live, I kind of left you guys hanging a little bit on the final fix. So yeah, I just wanted to come in here and update you guys, let you know that everything is good, and we're waiting for Nomad Brad to come in. So I'm just trying to get settled in this week, and probably need to do some laundry and all those things to prep. That way I can work all day every day. Overlander is a great tip. Yeah, that's it's a very valuable tool. Pretty much anything you need to know: campsites, water fills, border patrol. So yeah, one of my water fill spots was at a post office in Los Angeles, and so I would park by the beach, and then I'd have to wait till after 5, and I usually waited till like 8 o'clock when it was dark, and I'd pull up to the post office. And the only reason I found this spot was because I was in that post office dropping off packages. Some guy had this dog had to have been 200 pounds. Some bull mastiff. I mean, this thing was huge. And he had it in the post office, which is cool. But the thing was like, it was thirsty, I guess. And he had a bowl of water. And there was like water everywhere, all over the ground, because the dog was slobbering. And he's like, "Oh, go get some more." And as I was walking out, he was in front of me, and I saw him reach down, like in the bushes, and turn a faucet. And I mean, it was only up like 2 inches, and it was like there were shrubs that were like 3, 4 feet tall. I would have never seen it, but I was walking past it every single day, and the shrubs or whatever were bordering the parking lot, so it was super easy for me to pull in, and I could just hook up my water hose right to that faucet, and yeah, it was great. So you were concerned I was having a heart attack? No, no, far from it. No, far from it. It was just at that point where it was getting a little stressful, not having a working vehicle for many days in a row. Having Ted, I felt like he was kind of sick, and I was concerned about him and not being able to just bring him to a vet if I needed to. I could always catch an Uber and stuff. I mean, I totally wasn't totally down and out, but yeah. Anyway, and yeah, I'm very like mechanically conscious about stuff, and so um, I was really concerned about getting this thing back up and running. So yeah, I just had to cool off, cool down a little bit, get your thoughts back together, and try again. Got to know when to step back. Yeah, that bracket was crazy, dude. If I wouldn't get banned, I'd show you. My chest is like full of these like gouges and shit. It's all bruised up too. I could feel it from like laying on top of metal brackets and stuff, but it's all good. But anyway, guys, if y'all have any questions for me, go ahead and send them now. Probably going to hop off of here in a second so I can stuff my face with these tacos and chill out, get some more work done for today. I hope to see you guys here pretty soon for the for Nomad Brad's meetup. That's going to be really exciting. I'm curious to see what kind of crowd it brings and how many people. Um, Pretty excited to meet all you guys, all the familiar names. If you have any suggestions for food, if you guys want to see something there in particular, let me know. I'll probably just be doing tacos and burgers and whatever else. Um, so if you have ideas, just shoot them to me. Put that M12 ratchet on your list. I know, bro. I know. I feel so bad, man. Like I have a problem accepting things from people. I have this thought process and this whole thing. It's like I get it. for people that have bigger channels, right? That have put in years and years and years of content and editing, and not only that, but value for you guys, like knowledge, tips, whatever kind of value that is. I feel like I haven't done enough for you guys as far as content and value to deserve big ticket stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people want to be involved in stuff, and I'm happy to have all you guys and involved in supporting the build in whatever shape and form. I'm just apprehensive because I'm an only child. I'm a hard-headed dude, and I've always made my own stuff, my own money, and bought my own things. And so this is all new to me. It's very, very new, and so yeah, I'm a little apprehensive with the big ticket stuff. At least until I feel like I at least somewhat deserve it. That's the thing. I feel like I don't deserve it because I haven't put enough effort and content out there for you guys. But thank you for everybody that has so far, man. It's like blown me away. I've been involved in a lot of different communities and a lot of different like neat niche hobbies, and I've really, I've been into this lifestyle for a little bit. Definitely been interested in it longer that I've been involved in it, and it's so cool to see like the difference in the people. Right, I'm comparing this to like the whole bike life scene. I've been involved in that. I was involved in the automotive scene very heavily as well, and I don't know. You kind of get burnt out from all the drama and all the political stuff. And I feel like with this crowd, this area of content, everybody's so welcoming. It's very, very rarely is it ever judgmental. Um, I feel like everybody's just playing for the same team. We all have that common goal. We all support each other without criticism and things like that. And so that's very refreshing to me. And it's exciting as well, knowing that I'm going to invest a lot more of my time into the content creation on this side, knowing that people appreciate it, knowing that people are ready to enjoy that content and that they even want to support me. So that's really cool. For fuck's sake, just do it. Dude, yeah, I had the ratchet. I probably have bought like 3 of those ratchets, and dude, my mechanics were so brutal with those. Like every time I'd catch somebody like using it as a wrench, like to break something loose, I'd smack somebody up the side of the head, or like they'll drops, hit something and then they just drop it on the floor from like 2 or 3 feet in the air because they're trying to hold something. I'm like, yo, like, damn it, dude. So those things would break like constantly. And then the 3/8 stubby impact, the M12 one, um, dude, that's been a soldier for like 4+ years, and it has taken apart so many bikes. Oh my god! Like the amount of dirt bikes, four wheelers, and Surons that gun has just taken apart to the last bolt is just astronomical. If you know what a Suron bike is, I was the first guy in the country to take one apart and powder coat it, and I did everything. It was with these two hands, and I ended up doing like over 80 of those bikes from all over the country. People would send them in, like do all kind of stuff like that. So that was fun too. So yeah, it got a lot of use, and I could probably fix it. I was thinking about taking it apart. Um, it's like it just, I don't know, it just doesn't have enough power. I'm sure the motor is like hella dirty. Jerry says, great, you dispose of the coolant properly. It attracts animals, dogs, and I will drink it. It's very poisonous. Thanks. Yeah, man. I'm really big on that, man. In Houston, it was a big problem, people disposing of tires the wrong way, and I'm sure they're just dumping just barrels of oil and coolant into the ground, and It's disgusting, man. You know, if you're a shop and you're doing this and you can't afford to dispose of your waste properly, you're doing shit wrong. You should be making enough money to properly dispose of this stuff, and you're not. If you are not, you need to reevaluate, get into something else, have somebody else run your business. That should never be a problem for a mechanic shop. If you and Brad were not good guys, we wouldn't be here and would not want to help. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I agree with Mike Dave. Just do it. I have 4 different M12 ratchets, and the original stubby is the all around best. Yeah, so I like the ratchet with the sealed head. I think on the Milwaukee one, it's like a silver. It's like a one piece like sealed head. Because if you notice, like on even like on my old before electric tools, I was using Ingersoll Rand air tools. That head of that ratchet would like split, and then it gets all kind of problems from there. Worst case, you could ask any business for water and offer to pay them a little. Yeah, of course. You know, definitely offer to pay these guys. You know, when you're trying to get some water, that definitely helps smooth things over. Everybody wants something for free nowadays, and I feel like if you go into it offering, you know, it kind of gets that defense guard down from the other end, and people are more willing to help. And a lot of times, you know, depending on what it is, they won't even accept, you know, any sort of compensation. So Live Everywhere says, I see Brad's channel. People do no donations in the chat. Can we donate to you? Thank you, man. So my channel is not yet monetized, and that is one of the requirements to do all the super chats and all the cool stuff. So thankfully, for because of all y'all support, I am very, very close to getting monetized. I have enough subscribers because this is an older channel of mine that I renamed, and so that definitely helped. Having, I think I started around 4,200 subscribers, and I'm almost at 5,000. So, shouts out to you guys again for spreading the word. I need 3,000 watch hours in a 365-day period, and I'm at like 2,300 watch hours. So I'm getting pretty close. These live streams that I do, they usually do like 100 watch hours or so, maybe a little bit more. And then the regular videos that I upload, those usually get 2 or 300. So as far as you know, accomplishing that goal, it's really not too far away. So really soon I will have that all set up so you guys can donate if you would like. And oh my gosh, there's a little ground squirrel. He's trying to get the onions on the grill. That's crazy. Let's see if I can see him. He's getting feisty underneath there. Can't really see him. But anyway, if you would like to support the channel in some form or fashion before that happens, I do have an Amazon wish list. The link to that is in any of the videos, and I can put it in the chat for you guys too. That way you guys can check it out. Where is it? Box truck. There we go. Boom, boom. Copying. Yeah, man, good to know. We're almost there. We are almost to the monetization. It's not something that, I mean, it's definitely going to be helpful for the channel. I have some plans as far as the content I want to produce, and a little bit of extra coin would definitely help make that happen, especially when I get traveling on the road. I have been basically watching YouTube videos that go over like abandoned mine towns and ghost towns that are pretty much like just totally abandoned cities. And so I'll watch this stuff. Sometimes they're like an hour long, but anytime one comes up that's really cool, I'll get my phone out and put a pin on the map. And so basically, what I have planned is when I'm ready to start moving around again, I want to connect the dots and go to national parks and like abandoned ghost towns and show you guys around. Of course, take you through the whole journey and document, the abandoned stuff and the national parks. A lot of BLM land stuff. I want to do remote camping. That's what I'm most excited for. So, yeah, the being monetized and everything that would really help that channel or that part of the channel. Looking at that list for a ratchet. Oh man, you're too much, man. It's too much. I'm telling you, it's too much, man. Anyway, guys, if y'all have anything else, drop it in. I'm gonna sign off out of here in just a few minutes. I'm still starving, and I want to put you through. You guys watching me stuff my face. I actually did get check out this pie too. If you've seen in Ryan Toomey's videos, Julian Pie Company, crazy pies. And so at Ralph's, sometimes they have like discount stuff from the bakery, and I saw it, and I was like, take the money, for the pie. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Thank you guys for all your support. Hope to see you guys at the Nomad Brad meetup here coming soon. If you have any questions or concerns on where to park, if you are actually coming with a rig, renting an RV, so forth, van life, car life, email me at ebikevanlife@gmail.com. Do my best to scout you in the right direction. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Appreciate it.